McCammon's parents are buried in the Otterbein Cemetery, which is in Westerville, Ohio, and on the Otterbein College campus. John McCammon's parents are John McCammon and Amanda Van Brimmer. James McCammon's ancestors include many old and interesting families. He descended from the McCammon family, who immigrated in the 1700s. Samuel McCammon was the founder of Shirleysburg, Pennsylvania. So can be traced back almost to the beginning of time. Samuel McCammon, founder of Shirleysburg, Pennsylvania, traced in a huge book by Glenn McCammon. England. And also the Purdue family and the Van Brimmer family and the Chase and Burch family. His mother's descended from the Bale family. James McCammon's ancestors on his grandmother's side were the Van Brimmer's family. His grandmother was Amanda Van Brimmer. His father was Jacob Van Brimmer. Abraham Van Brimmer's grave was in the Oak Grove Cemetery in Delaware, Ohio. Ohio. Here is Abraham Van Brimmer, who is laying down. There's a Bishop family grave. The Van Brimmer family is over in this direction. Again, here's the grave of John Van Brimmer. He's the grandson of Abraham Van Brimmer, and he's the son of Elmira Smith, who was married to John Van Brimmer, I think, and Jacob Van Brimmer. Jacob Van Brimmer's grave hasn't been found. She was married first to Jacob Van Brimmer. John Van Brimmer was one of her sons, along with Elmira Van Brimmer and Amanda Van Brimmer. She's right beside the grave of her second husband, who was Nehemiah Smith. Her mother was Hannah Chase, and she was first married to a Van Brimmer. These are some other Hannah Chase's grave is down through here. Grave of Hannah Chase. She was married 3 times. She was Hannah Chase Burch Lluellen Smith. Now she's Hannah Smith. She has Hannah Chase. Her first marriage was to a Burch, and Elmira Burch Van Brimmer was one of her daughters. She's buried by her son's family. And the next grave over is that of her daughter-in-law. And it's very hard to read this. It's Elvira Burch. There's Elvira. And the Burch is down here. It's almost impossible to read. Also, though, part of the Burch is on the sign there. Except the B is gone. you look carefully, you can see B-U-R-C-H. Maybe from this direction. See it? Yeah, it shows up pretty good there. B-U-R-C-H, Burch. This is Elvira. This was her daughter-in-law, who married a son from her first marriage. And this is another of her Burch descendants. I don't know if it's her daughter or her granddaughter. But this also is a Burch. Chase's father was Lewis Chase. Lewis and Hannah came from a Quaker colony in New York and moved to Ohio. Other of their relatives did too, such as Haviland Chase. His parents were Benjamin Chase, Elizabeth Haviland. She was from the Haviland family of Haviland, China, and possibly the de Haviland family of England. Hannah Chase's family is written up in the memorial and biographical record of Delaware Union and Morrow counties, Ohio. Was Dr. Lluellen, a pioneer physician in Morrow County. His father was Philip Lluellen. Hannah Chase Lluellen, by her second marriage, was his mother, the daughter of Lewis Chase, and the descendant of 3 Chase brothers who immigrated to the New World. One of these was the ancestor of Bishop and Salmon Chase. We have Hannah Chase's letters that talk about this family relationship. She had previously been married to a Mr. Burch, and her daughter Elmira was the wife of Jacob Van Brimmer, and she left 4 children, including Van Brimmer family, which is written up on the next page. He was married to Elmira Burch. Who also was married to Nehemiah Smith. They had 5 children, and one of these children was Amanda Van Brimmer, who married John McCammon, whose name was spelled incorrectly. South of, and this is where her son is buried. Her son was a pioneer doctor, Dr. Lluellen.